welcome back to my channel. I am the Cerebral Palsy Warrior, James Cox. Welcome to this video I have in store for you. This is going to be a reaction video. The video is going to be called, what the video I'm reacting to is called, Why Galactus should not be the Marvel Comic Universe's big next villain, or next big villain. So, I think they're gonna release, they're gonna do, what they did all over again, but this time, instead of Thanos, which was a, genius fit for the whole MCU last, season, I guess you want to call it, or, sequential films, the big one season. They're talking about Galactus being the next big baddie for the next series of MCU movies. So let's just see what this is, and then I'll, of course, react to it and tell you what I think about it. So we shall see. Okay, so here we go in 3, 2, 1, play.
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
With Thanos now dead 2 times over after the events of Avengers Endgame, fans are trying to guess who will take its place as the next villainous mastermind to
I was so excited to see that part.
Universe.
I love
One name
Thanos.
I see thrown out a lot is the Devourer of Worlds himself,
Love him.
Galactus. And I understand why some fans might think he's a good choice. After all, the Fantastic Four film rights are now back home at Marvel Studios, and Galactus is a godlike being who eats entire planets. So why not make him the next Thanos? Because Galactus is technically not a villain.
Wait, what?
I said Galactus, he's not a villain.
He's number 17 on your list of the top 25 Marvel villains.
What an inopportune moment to find out you actually read my articles, Nick. You see, Galactus isn't a villain, at least not how we traditionally define a villain. But you don't have to take it from me. This is coming from Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, and he's one of the smartest people in the Marvel Universe. His argument on Galactus was presented in convincing fashion in the classic Fantastic Four story, The Trial of Reed Richards by the legendary John Byrne. The story sees Reed put on trial for saving the life of a fatally ill Galactus. A group of aliens from planets eaten by Galactus are understandably pissed. But Reed stands firm that it was his responsibility as a doctor and as a decent human being to help Galactus just like he would anyone in need. But the most important part of his argument is that Galactus is not driven by evil intent. He's just a dude tending to his most basic needs. He's hungry, so he eats. He's no more a villain than an eagle eating a small woodland creature. You hate to see it, but it's just an animal doing what it must to survive. That is the key reason Galactus wouldn't be a good successor to Thanos as the next big MCU villain. Thanos had a grand plan to help him achieve a nefarious goal. Galactus has the munchies. There's a big difference. Thanos' plan is like the casino heist in Ocean's 11. Galactus' plan is like Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
I want 30 sliders, 5 French fries, and 4 large cherry cokes.
I want the same, except make mine Diet Cokes.
Now, this isn't to say that Galactus doesn't belong in the category of great Marvel villains. He does, but in a broader sense. Galactus is not a villain so much as an incredibly overwhelming force of antagonism for Marvel's heroes. He's the biggest guy on the tippy top of the universal food chain, the circle of life writ large. Here's a little factoid to impress your friends. Galactus is actually the survivor of the universe that preceded ours, and from the Big Bang he was transformed into a cosmic force of nature. Like raging storms test ships out at sea, Galactus tests entire planets, and those that survive him are stronger for it. Faced with this knowledge, at the end of Reed's trial, the aliens ultimately concede that Galactus does exist to further a greater good by keeping cosmic balance in the universe, just like I do in the IGN office. Cosmic balance. That said, Galactus should still be used in an MCU movie. After the whole space cloud
Agreed.
fiasco, it'd be great to see Galactus finally rendered properly.
Yeah.
And for the Fantastic Four to stand up to him in their MCU debut. Maybe they could tease the coming of Galactus in the background of a few movies and give us a post-credit scene showing a silver figure surfing through space toward Earth. Then, after the Fantastic Four meet Galactus, it should be a grand revelation to the heroes that he's actually not Thanos 2.0, and that they'll need to come up with a different approach to defeat him. For what it's worth, the first time the Fantastic Four beat Galactus in the comics, they did so by threatening him with this.
Galactus is afraid of an oil can?
No, it's the ultimate null.
Who's hair trimmer?
It is a...
Oh, I know what it is. It's one of those mysterious tools left over after you assemble IKEA furniture.
No, it's a made-up comic book thing. It's none of those things. It's called the Ultimate Nullifier, and it's the one weapon with the power to destroy Galactus. And the F4 end up giving it to Galactus in exchange for him canceling his dinner plans. Regardless of how the MCU version of this story goes, it would be refreshing to see Galactus overcome in a different way than most antagonists. So, less... and more...
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
But after that, Galactus should simply go off into the universe, continuing on in his masticating ways.
Yeah, just a dude tending to his most basic needs, right?
It means chewing, okay?
No, it doesn't.
Perhaps Galactus could make a return one day and follow suit to the comics, where he transformed into Galactus the Life Bringer, Seeder of Worlds, and joined Captain Marvel's ultimate superhero team to protect the cosmos from threats of unimaginable power, just like he used to be. Hey, you might even call that... So the bottom line is, to force Galactus into the typical villain mold would be a disservice to one of Marvel's greatest characters. And while the MCU sometimes depicts their bad guys with significant changes to their comic counterparts, we don't want another Mandarin situation.
I wouldn't go there for 20 minutes. This is the Mandarin?
No, it's embarrassing.
So this is one time where they should simply serve up what's already on the menu. Thanks for watching. For more on Marvel, be sure to check out our definitive ranking on all movies in the Infinity Saga, and our ranking of the top 25 Marvel villains, and I still stand by where I put Galactus. And be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you like to watch IGN.
Okay, he brings up some good points, but I'm confused about the nullifier. I wasn't okay, so backstory of me. When I was 10 to 16, I collected a lot of comics. I mean, a lot. I had a lot. My least favorite brand, I guess you would call it, is Fantastic Four. I had no interest in that series at all. I didn't understand the whole liking, I guess, about all of the abilities of the Fantastic Four. I do like the Human Torch, though. I think that he was pretty cool. But the guy, the thing, I mean, it's a big giant rock guy and a girl who can turn invisible, and Mr. Fantastic does stuff with his legs. He's super elasticity. I think I said it right. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah. So okay. So yeah, this is kind of weird because I want to say that it could work, but the only way I see it working is if they bring back Silver Surfer, because I think that he's the only one out of so few that can actually kill not Thanos, Galactus, because he is Eater Worlds, and they did not portray him correctly in Rise of the Silver Surfer. That movie sucked. Okay, so we're not doing that movie. Hopefully, it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna recur again. So I Wikipedia'd his powers and ability. There doesn't seem to be any way of beating him except for Silver Surfer defeating him because he has cosmic awareness, telepathy, telekinesis, size alteration. He can get to whatever size he chooses. 1 centimeter to 80,000 million feet tall. Transmission of matter. I have no idea what that's like, but that does not sound good. Teleportation of objects across space. Creation of force fields. And interdimensional portals. And he can create life with the snap of his finger. I don't understand why they make these villains so powerful. Because it seems like nobody on Earth can beat him. That's why you need a Silver Surfer, because he's not an Earthling. He's an alien life force. Elf. Yeah, alien life force. That makes sense. He's an elf. So I really want them to create Galactus in a way that we can all love and get down with him. And I don't want there to be 50 million movies leading up to the battle again. Like, there was just way too many movies leading up to the battle with Thanos. I am a big, huge fan of Thanos. I hate to see him die like he did, but I understand why. So with every bad guy, you have to get on their kind of a thinking level on them because they are one of the most well thought their thought about the whole universe is vastly different from ours if you're talking about the comic realm because with Thanos he thought that the whole universe should be balanced and not have more bad stuff as opposed to more good stuff. No good stuff as opposed to more bad stuff, which makes sense in theory. So I agree with most of that, but I don't know how he chose good people to get out of, to quote unquote die off in the in the films, but but that's just what I thought about the trailer. I really hope that they do bring Galactus to the big screen. I would love to see him in this true form, not the big old storm that we saw in the crap movie of um Rise Rise of the Silver Surfer. So yeah, so I mean, if you like comic book films, definitely you know, go out and see some more movies that the MCU will create in the future. I just hope they don't make like 14 movies before they decide to attack Galactus. So that's my review reaction of the trailer. The thought of Galactus being in some movies, some upcoming movies. Like and subscribe, and always click that bell right here. Um, if you would like this and just yeah, so just subscribe and so to ring that bell to keep up with all my new videos coming at you pretty soon. I took a week off because it's just been rough, So okay, so yeah, so stay tuned for more content. Bye y'all. Bye.